Peace, family. Peace. Family, come on in. It's opinion time. It is opinion time. Let's see who we're going to get in here today. Peace, family. Peace. Ultra Funky is first up in here. Let's see who we can get in here today. It's opinion time. Let's get your opinions. I don't know if my stream is lagging or my laptop is... You've got a virus on my lappy. Mark Keedwell, Lemon Egg, Titans TV, Adrad, Khalil, Mark Sky High, Craig Ulla, Andrew Barkley, Patrick Norman Park. Peace to the family. Peace to the fam. Stream is good, yeah? Okay, cool. No problem, Ultra Funky. Yo, family, it's opinion time. That time of the year. Should I clean my camera? One sec, mate. Yeah, it's about that time. Good morning, Jekyll Hyde. How you doing, Romy Tobinson? Get your opinions on some stuff. You guys ask me something. I'll answer as best I can. Looking a bit rough today. You know, I haven't had a shave. You know, thrown some house clothes, but it is what it is. Good again. Okay, fair dues. We'll roll with it. Sarah 8 mint. What up? Just another bloke. Great name. Yeah, family. What's been going on with you? There's a few things been going on with me, I'll tell you that much. Jumma Dahoudi says, Sarah, what's your thought on Muhammad Hijab debate with David Wood? Muhammad Hijab is a posturer. There's good posturing. He makes it seem like he knows what he's talking about, but when you fact check what that guy's actually saying, it's nonsense. So what I've been seeing as well, how you doing, Selassie Haley? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos on people actually breaking down what he actually said in the debate, like when it comes to the Hebrew or even little sleight of I call it sleight of hand, but sleight of tongue things he said. You know, when David Wood said something and he would just change a word in there and try and make it sound like something else. Like I said, I've debated Muhammad Hijab before, right? And I demolished him. And I saw from when I debated him that he's a posturer. He makes it sound like Mr. Lee was good. He makes it sound like he knows what he's talking about. He may use some words that you've never heard before and put them into a sentence, you know, in a way that sounds like it makes sense. And to a, you know, I guess Muhammad Hijab is the dumb person, smart person. That's what I say, because to very low comprehension type minds, when they hear all these words, they don't comprehend them, but they're like, oh my God, I don't understand what you're saying. So he must be talking sense and he must be winning the debate. So, yeah, I think that's what I saw from Muhammad Hijab and the David Wood debate. It was more style over substance. So, yeah. That is my opinion on that. Somebody asked me, what is your concept of God, says Khalil Benjamin. I don't have a concept of God. I'm a pantheist, so everything is everything. That is my concept. Everything is interconnected with everything else. Everything is part of the same source. You want to call that a God concept, then that's fine by me, but that's the ideology that I live by. Kiss Spence in the building. Morning, Sarah. I hope you're good and well. I'm shocked but surprised that what I found. I haven't heard about this until last night. If you're aware of the 788 Finchley Road, if not Google, it's shocking. Please let me know more. David from Brighton. Simon Phoenix, what's good? Romy Thompson, I honestly think you could have demolished hijab in that USA debate. Do you think you could have handled it better than David Wood? Yeah, I think so. Listen, it all depends on the subject when you debate somebody, right? Like the subject matter is key. So you have to understand there are two people, David Wood and Muhammad Hijab, both debating stuff that can't be proven in the first place. So they're debating this God concept. So when you're debating God concepts that can't be actually proven factually, you're both going to be at a disadvantage. And what you're trying to do is that you're both trying to find holes in the other's argument, even though in the grand scheme of things, both of you have holes in your argument. So I debating a religious person is, I'm not going to be arrogant, but it's not that hard if you know the go-to arguments to show that their concept is merely a belief. So, knowing Arabic, knowing Hebrew, all that kind of stuff. How you doing, J Boogie? It doesn't matter. What matters is, can you prove what you say is a fact? That's what matters to me. Mark Sky, how do you think Speaker's Corner is more ego based on? Of course, it's more ego now. People are going there to have like fights and arguments, and it's nonsense, man. It's a nonsense now. I watch it seldomly, but stuff that I do see, I'm glad I'm not there, man. This is ridiculous. Never 79 says, has Raspek sold his soul for 30 pieces of silver? Boy. Sarah, do you think that Muslims are the most willfully obtuse people on the planet? What do you make of the Brexit deal reveal and the subsequent cabinet resignations we've seen today? It's online white. Well, stuff like that really speaks for itself, right? I think it really speaks for itself. That's what I think. Finch 788 Finchley Road is an address, obviously, in a Jewish community home and an office that made up phantom companies offering tax havens. Some very big fish were involved in this scamming billions. Wow, didn't know that. Those are the biggest, when you're scamming billions, that's big. That's big time fraud. No problem, Craig Ulla. If you got to run. You mean you don't have an opinion? Online Wipe says. Well, I don't know enough about it, to tell the truth. To me, if something happens and then roaches run and everyone scatters, then it means someone turned on a light that you didn't want to see, or somebody done something that you said, I'm not going to be a part of this. I've had enough. So it's either one of those. So that's my opinion on that. Really, we'll see what happens with Brexit. We'll see what happens, in the coming years or months with Brexit. I'm still sitting back and just observing, if I'm totally honest. Harry Hill says, I like you, the hood that reminds you of a wise Jedi master. I am a wise Jedi master. What is next, fam? Jedi mind tricks is Kaleum. I wonder what May's beliefs are. I tell you what I have been doing lately. I've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson and Candace Owens. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson and Candace Owens, just kind of getting their take on stuff. Jordan Peterson is savage. Guy is savage in the debate. And so is Candace Owens. I like people who actually think outside the box, have opinions. I've been watching them, thinking, I like what you say there. I don't agree with any of them. I don't agree with anyone 100%, but they make some very good points sometimes. What do you think about Tommy Robinson's refusal to enter the US? Well, we already know that there's some kind of agenda against Tommy Robinson right now, so it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. So yeah, like I said, I guess I saw that he has to live stream or something like that. So you got to get around it somehow because the gremlins are in, guys. The gremlins are in. You know, I broke the story of you following Candace Owens weeks ago. Yeah, I followed her. I followed her a while ago because I saw like a speech from her, and like I liked it. But the thing is, like somebody tried to tell me the other day, someone who was it? Was it someone told me the other day that I'm a follower of her? I'm like, no, like I don't know her or anything, um, but lately I've been watching a few of her videos. I'm like, you know what, this woman's on it. Killiam says, why is Mobile dude always after you? Too weird. I don't know. A lot of people are obsessed with me, man. Betty Bennett, how you doing? Tommy is our hero, she says. Oh, it's this prick again, says the Marjland. you ain't got to listen to this prick, bro. You can go about your business. Have you seen the latest Tom Robinson video? His video linked to the USA was disrupted. Shouting far right Nazi. The main one was a Jew. Really? That's interesting. Far right Nazi. People are so emotional, man. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what. To tell the truth, I think it's a real shame that people can't have an opinion in 2018 without being told with some kind of box and being put in some kind of box that people want them to be in. Like, it's a shame. It's a real shame. Tommy's sidekick, says the Marjland. All right, mate, if you say so. Have you heard the UK refuse Christian? Yeah, they refused a Christian lady, Asia Bibi from Pakistan. That is weird, man. Like, anyway, I'm under without trying to sound too conspiracy theory. Like, I'm under the belief that this country is slowly becoming some kind of extension of a caliphate. Because the stuff that I see happening, I'm like, nah, that's not very quote unquote British, is it? You know, like there's something not right here. So, have you ever listened to Scott Adams? He's up there with Peterson. I've not listened to Scott Adams, if I'm totally honest. Anyone who likes Tommy is a Nazi. Well, you know, I'm not saying I like or dislike Tommy Robinson. Like I said, I can see, I can be on the outside looking in and see something for what it is, and I don't necessarily have to agree with somebody's politics or like them. And I will say this: what's happening to Tommy Robinson is literally like a witch hunt. For whatever reason, it's a witch hunt. So you know, and that doesn't mean, like I said, doesn't mean people have to understand. If you look at, sometimes you've got to take your emotion out of the situation and look at things objectively. Like there's a man, you know, there's a man that has an opinion about an ideology. He backs it up with sources. He backs it up with Quran. He backs it up with Hadith. And there's a witch hunt for him. So, I don't know. It's really quite simple. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, if you have a right to be offended. Everyone has a right to be offended. Like, you can be offended. It's your right. But people also have the right to offend you, you know? And sometimes I do believe that offense is taken. Do you know how many names I've been called? Like, and I just let it just wash over my head. You know what I mean? Like, I can actually take offense to it. I could do. And there was a time when I did, and I was like, you know what? It's expelling, it's like taking up too much of my energy, you know? Taking up too much of my energy. So, yeah, you can choose to be offended, man. It's up to you sometimes. Like, people have called me nigger, gorilla, monkey. I've just been like, you know what? I'm either gonna let this like annoy me or just say, fuck him. Most of the time, I just say, fuck him, I don't care, whatever. Say what you want, man. As long as you're not trying to adversely impact my life, I think I'm actually okay. The only time I really that you'll get a reaction is if you're trying to adversely impact my life. Apart from that, talk your shit, man. Do you know what I mean? Like talk your shit. But just be prepared for me to talk mine, though. You know, I'm just saying. People can talk shit all they want, but when I'm ready to talk mine, just understand that when I fire shots, I fire them straight. Okay. So when you get hurt, Sarah would do anything for money. Marshland, the Margeland? Why are you even here, bro? Like, what are you, like this 14-year-old boy who's, bunked off school today to go on the laptop and talk shit? Like, what's going on? Man's on day off. Exactly. Sarah, I think you look more like a 90s Ninja Turtle. Listen, man, I'm a hero in a half shell. The hell are you talking about? I get racist, fascist, Nazi on marches. Love. My partner is mixed race. Okay, well, people have it. People are gonna have opinions, man. People are gonna have opinions. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy out of you, but I commend you for always speaking your mind. Because if it doesn't, maybe no one will. I think it's actually a courageous thing to speak your mind now, in this day and age. I think the PC Nazis are around, yeah, and they want to, quell your freedom of speech, stop you from speaking. So, Christian, what content you have in this channel, says Christian Kafasi. You can go and have a look. I heard a rumor that police are planning to allegedly ban the use of cameras at Speaker's Corner. Really? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That will that stop the madness? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? How can you be racist to a religion? Someone explain that. You can't. They're just emotional, mate. You can't be racist to a religion. Corsum says, Sarah, I think you look like some of the earlier humans on the planet before the Caucasus came about. That would make sense. David Wood and Hijab debating about whose fairy tales is true. My Rumpelstiltskin is better than your Hansel and Gretel. I agree. But then that's a debate that religious people are going to have until eternity, as long as religions are about, I guess. Like none of them can prove them, and all of them think they're right. Can you imagine being in a house where everyone, like every single one of your siblings and your family members had an opinion about something, but none of them could actually prove the reason why they have that opinion, and you would all argue as if you're all right? Crazy. That would just be like constant battle. It would be a constant battle. But that's what religious people choose to do. So good luck to them, mate. Good luck to them. Addy Dale said, I've enjoyed watching you debate at Speaker's Corner, entertaining and intelligent. Would like to see you back. Well, Addy Dale, I'm done with Speaker's Corner. Unfortunately, I'm moving on, onwards and upwards, as they say. Heisenberg says, can you briefly tell us about who Marcus Garvey was? Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican man of African descent in and around the early 1900s, who, when Black people were still being lynched, just to come out of slavery, he formed an organization called the UNIA, the United Negro Association, and he galvanized at least 10 million Black people in this organization. Used to write pamphlets, leaflets, newsletters, and basically told Black people that they need to be self-determinate, determine their own future. So he said, trade and economics was a big part of being, part of the new world. So, his thing was back to Africa. So he said there's a lot of resources in Africa, and we're here in the diaspora, whether the Caribbean or America, and we need to understand that Africa's our home. So he actually purchased 2 cruise liners, and named them the Black Star Line, and ships from blacks in America, blacks in Africa, doing all that kind of stuff. So he was an inspirational leader for me, at a time where, it's crazy when black people are actually swinging from trees. So for him to do that at that time, to me, was revolutionary. So that's who Marcus Garvey is in a nutshell. In a nutshell. Are you versed in common law? Not too much. However, my brother Gary is quite versed in common law. So if I have any issues with common law, I normally call Gary. You got a sly Brum accent, really? I've been to Birmingham like once in my life, and I was like 10. Sarah was undefeated in debating champ in the park. You always thought outside the box. Thank you, Big Fred09. Marcus Garvey, peace be upon him and him alone. says Anto or whatever. I mean, I guess you can make anyone a prophet nowadays, you know what I mean? We got child molesters as prophets nowadays, so why not make Marcus Garvey a prophet? Let's have the Marcus Garvey religion, Did he incorporate religion and philosophy, or keep that personal? No, he did incorporate. He was a Christian. He was, people at that time were mostly Christian, especially in the diaspora. But he incorporated Christianity into his teachings. But he was a well-versed man. He was well-versed and well-read. So I've always said, at the time, you got to make do with what you got. So he was able to galvanize people. So that's why I respect him. He was an Israelite. Don't get me started on that. Sway should do one more last debate with Hijab on stage. Hijab wouldn't want to debate me. Trust me, he wouldn't want to. There'll be too much exposure coming his way. And he's not ready. You see those fighters that always talk big, but they would never mention like certain fighters' names. He'd be one of those, because he knows they'll just get exposed. So yeah, it's like, that's what would happen. I only know what about Speaker's Corner because of Sarah Garvey, says A Zinger. Okay, thanks. Sarah, do you know anything about David? Do you know anything about David Irving? No, I don't. Madeleine McCann's story is very interesting, says Mark. It is very interesting. What are my opinions on Madeleine McCann? And something's fishy there with these parents and that whole investigation. What it is, I don't know. It's just speculation. But something ain't right. Something ain't right. Hijab only cares about kissing his biceps and other men's biceps, bro. Trust me. Hijab got destroyed in the debate in the park. Madeleine McCann's father is a Freemason. That doesn't mean anything, though. It doesn't mean that, I used to see a girl whose dad was a Freemason. It doesn't mean anything, really. I bet it weren't a black person who took Madeleine. I don't know what happened to Madeleine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what happened to her. We can only speculate. We can say the parents done something or they hired some. There's so many different theories out there, but I don't know. I guess we'll just never know. Clayton, so why do you look cross-eyed right now? I don't know. Maybe because I'm looking at the comments and trying to look at the screen. That's probably why. Illuminati confirmed. Yeah, I'm Illuminati. It wouldn't be the first time I've been accused of being Illuminati. I've been called, a Zionist shill, and Illuminati, and a Freemason. None of the above are actually true, but it doesn't matter because people's feelings are the things that actually matter in this day and age, not the facts. The facts don't matter in this day and age, it seems. What matters are people's feelings, okay? Speaker's Corner gone dead since people like Hugh Gambry brought up down there. I told you. I am Freedman. Sorry, what's your advice on African Americans being called Native Americans? I'll just say get the DNA test done. You know what I mean? I've always said to people, like, same thing I say with people who say, "Oh, we're Israelites." The black people say, "We're Israelites, man. We're Israelites from Judah." I'm like, all right, cool. Get your DNA test done. Let's see what you really are. And when your DNA test comes back like 95% West African, I want to hear what you got to say then. Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for this bullshit. Like, I'll just cut straight to the chase. Fire straight. I don't try and go around the bush. I fire straight. Get a DNA test done. See if you're actually Native American or you're Israelite or whatever it is. And if you're not, shut the fuck up. It's really that simple. Why do people have such a negative view on Freemasonry? I know they really do have a negative view. I think Freemasonry, when you research it, I think it's amazing. It's an amazing concept. It's just a club of people who decide to come together to help one another, really and truly, by any means necessary. They're going to help their club out by any means necessary. I think more people should create clubs like that. Create your own like secret society, yeah, where you got a bunch of you who just help your people out, and when you get other people in and you help them out and you grow your clan. Keep telling people about clan. Grow your clan, man, but don't let everybody into your clan. Don't let everybody into your clan. Have you seen Sophia Films vid with the Christian Prince in which he claims Ali Dickhead, sorry, begging for 50K a month? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. Do you think Europeans had such success because natural conditions were hard, but not too hard? So for them to survive, need to invent technology. Thank you, says Espen Harbin. Thank you very much. That's the axiology argument that I've been trying to get into. Like, axiology is the study of human value system. I think that's a great question. The reason why is because people have to understand that depending on your environment, it will spark something in you. Yeah, right. Because the basic human need is to survive. And so if you're in a harsh environment, your basic need to survive makes your brain go somewhere where somebody who maybe that's living in a chilled out environment won't go. Okay. So yeah, I think a lot of the reason why different people are different is based on how they evolved in their environment. That's just my personal view. Do you know? Do you practice my art? Sometimes. If you want to talk about the concept of my art, I practice truth, righteousness, justice, and reciprocity. I try to do that as much as possible. So yeah, I do try to practice my art. But ancestral tests have actually proven to be fraudulent. Really? If you say so. If you say so. Albert Pike, 33-degree Mason. Okay. When you do a DNA test, they can't point to an ancestor. Yeah, but what they have is a genetic marker which shows where you are from, like the people that you are from. Look up the Human Genome Project by Spencer Wells. Look it up and kind of research it and see how in which they determine genetic markers, etc., etc. It's a science, you know. It's a science. Still looking at Star Wars set. I am. Are you ever gonna dip your toe in an acting game again, Sarah? I'm gonna keep that one open because there's something going on next year. There's something going on next year that I'm not speaking about, but I could do. Maybe. Maybe. What would be the mythology within your Marcus Garvey religion? I don't have a Marcus Garvey religion, but Marcus Garvey was a Christian, so steeped in mythology. So the new EastEnders villain. No, nothing like that. Nothing like mainstream or anything. Like, I'm not even speaking. Just speculate. Go ahead, speculate. Yeah, EastEnders, Coronation Street. Just speculate. When's the thing with Big Bro and Cold Dropping? Okay, so we are setting up the production on that side. We're hashing out ideas for it. The ideas are already there. It's just a timing. It's getting everyone in at the right time. I think we should be shooting it within the next couple of weeks, if I'm honest, because I'm shooting it while I'm shooting the documentary. So, yeah, soon, man. Soon. When it drops, you'll see. What do you think about the intelligent design theory? It's a theory. Intelligent design, I'm not that convinced about it, if I'm honest. How do we create a Garveyite movement in the Black community here, a version of Garvey's UNIA? I don't necessarily think that's the way to do it, Scattered Minds. That's just my I'm not saying I won't knock anyone that tries to do it like that. I'm not gonna knock anyone that tries to do it like that. But I don't think like a movement like that for me, what you need is little pockets. You need little pockets of things. I don't even want to speak too much on it, if I'm totally honest. It's my secret society. But yeah, that was vague, a little bit weird. I'm Norwegian, but my genetic Hablo group. Sarah, when did you go bald? How are you able to keep your head so hairless and smooth? That's funny. I started going bald when I was like, for the age of like 27, man. Like my sides started going. So funny. But it's in my family, so I can't run away from the genetics. So my sides started going. And I just started, and as I got older, it just started thinning the top, and I just started shaving it off, just shaving it off. What do you think about Modine throwing a drink at Sophie's face for saying fuck Mohammed? Listen, man, like, in my personal opinion, let me not even say it. I don't like really speaking about people that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't like speaking about people too much. Big Bad John, how you doing? Thoughts on have you had any interaction with those of the African diaspora in other European countries, i.e. France, Belgium? Yes, I did. When I was in Portugal for a while, we got all my Portuguese Africans from Angola. Tudo bem? Yeah, I had some interaction with them for a long time, if I'm totally honest, and French Africans also. So, no, I really do. When I was in Portugal, like my listen, that Zouk Kizomba music, hey, Chalet. If you want to find a sensual African woman, yeah, take your ass to a Kizomba party or Zouk party, and I'm telling you, man. Anyway, can someone be trans race? No, they can't be trans race. Trying to kill me. I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, trans race. What the fuck is that? That's some Rachel Dolezal shit. That is some Rachel Dolezal stuff. Have you ever been to Ireland? I haven't been to Ireland actually. I've been to Scotland, been to Wales, never been to Ireland. Have you seen now a man trying to be age fluent? Yes, I have. I have seen the guy that wants to change his age. I mean, this is the madness. Listen, just be prepared. The roller coaster started, guys. The roller coaster had started. I'm telling you. You guys think it's a joke. You're going to get all manner of people trying to change some shit now. From people are saying, yeah, I want to change my sex. I was like, yeah, this is a slippery slope. You're going to get people wanting to change. You're going to get people wanting to be viewed as dogs, cats, birds. Who knows what the next thing is? Trust me, it's going to happen. We started on a slippery slope, okay, and no one knows where it will end because the friggin' PC Nazis are out there. Oh, well, it's okay if they want to identify as that, then you have to let them identify as that. It's like, motherfucker, I can see a black woman in front of me. I don't care if she wants to identify as white. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Okay? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you asking me to just totally just let go of all my rationale and reasoning? Like, why would you want me to do that? And that to me says there's an agenda. I am Friedman says, Sarah, who was your master teacher? Well, I learned from John Henrik Clarke, Dr. Ben, Amos Wilson, Sheikh Anta Diop. Trying to think about the books on my bookshelf. Gisela Dungy Houston, Francis Cresswell Singh. William Lancelot says, which master do you serve? I serve myself, man. That's what master I serve. I serve, what do you think of those Chinese in Africa? Let me tell you something. We're going to touch on that on my talk show. I'm going to leave that for the talk show. We're going to touch on that. Yeah? Because something needs to be said. Something needs to be said. Vice NYC, Bill Cians NYC says, same religion neutralizes reasoning. It's true. It does. People ask you to get involved in the way they see things. It's like, well, I don't see things like that. Why would you be so arrogant to tell me that I must view the world the way you view it? I don't view it that way. And then don't get upset when I say, no, I don't view the world that way. I was having a conversation on my Facebook today. I was getting the hadiths where, the Prophet Muhammad traded black slaves, owned black slaves. And I said, why would you ask me, and described as a white man, I said, why would you ask me as a black person to respect a white man who owned black people as slaves and traded them as slaves? Why would you actually ask me to respect that? Because I'm wondering, who are you trying to take me for an idiot now? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a black man, you follow a man that was white, who owned black slaves, traded black slaves, and you want me to respect him? Mate, that's asking a little bit too much in my book, mate. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like me saying, and you're Muslim, it's like me saying, oh, I follow a man who enslaved people because they were Muslim, enslaved Muslims and traded Muslims as slaves, and I follow him, but you've got to respect him. You're going to be like, no, I don't respect a man like that as a Muslim. It's like me saying, oh, I follow a man who traded Hindus, killed Hindus, and enslaved them. And I'm going to tell you, you're supposed to respect that man. The Hindus are going to be like, well, no, sorry, we don't respect that man. And then I get all bent out of shape when you say some shit about my master or my prophet. Guys, the world's going crazy. The world's going crazy. Where does the name Sarah come from? To the apostate Yasmin. Okay, so Sar, it comes from the Nile Valley. What some people will call Medunecha, well, the original name, Medunecha, or some what people call today modern day hieroglyphs. So Sar means sun. S-O-N. Ra means sun. S-U-N, the one in the sky. So it can translate either one of two things: son of the sun, or son of God, because some people viewed God as a son. So you can call me son of God, or you can call me son of the sun. I prefer to be called the son of the actual sun, because as you can see, I'm of that complexion. So yeah, I'm a son of the sun. William Lancelot. Are you named after your plantation manager? It's not an African name. Sarah Gravy. Oh, you're a troll. Oh, I thought you were an actual like person. Sorry, bot. Troll somewhere else, biatch. No one cares. Yeah, it's the same as the Muslims telling Sophia, the trans woman, to respect their religion, which would have her killed under Sharia. So asking chicken to respect KFC. Exactly. Why would a chicken respect KFC, bro? Why? Why would you have a chicken that respect? Like, don't, please, just don't insult my intelligence, people. Come on. I can't do it. We are all sons of the sun. There you go. Evening all, says Full Shepherd. Evening? Where the hell are you? Do you have any relatives from Africa? I do indeed. Chinese are kind of colonizing. Sarah, what type of music do you like? All kinds. All kinds of music. However, specifically, growing up, I was a grime kid. I think I still listen to old school grime, if I'm totally honest, and garage. Hip hop, R&B. I love a bit of neo soul. That's about it, really. But I'm not adverse to other types of music. Kaleem says Wiley. Wiley's a don. What are you talking about? What do you think about African students being murdered in India? Says Ultron Mega. If that's happening, then it's disgusting. Okay? It's disgusting. Sarah, you're a typical street thug. How do you earn a living? All right. Typical street thug. Well, then I guess I rob people and sell drugs, right? That's what I do, right? Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Says blah blah. How you doing, blah blah? I live in the sun. I was white 7 years ago. Now I'm a golden brown. Says DJ Larez. Okay, hi mate. How you doing? Gail Henshaw. How you doing? Muslim trolls on parade. Says Ebox. Yeah, evangelist. I know. How are you, my bro? Blah blah. I'm good. Surviving. You know, chilling. What do you think of drill, Lemonade? It's that's interesting. I'm just not about music that's promoting a constant negative energy. You know, I'm just not about it. So yeah, for me, I'm a rap fan. I'm a hip hop fan. So even like I need to see that you're actually thinking about lyrics, thinking about how to put things together, being creative. When you're making a rap song, be creative with your lyrics. It's not, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna turn up at your house, drill you and dip, 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 and then a chef and kill you and shoot my gun. And it's like, bro, like you're not, there's no creativity in that, bro. You might as well just talk, you know? You might as well just talk. Just send a message. Do you know what I mean? Just send a message. But you know, when I listen to rap music, I want to hear some creativity within the lyrics. What do you think of Candace Owens? I was saying that earlier on. I do like Candace Owens. You know, I think she's got some really good things to say. Fol Shepherd from Australia. Okay, I had the pleasure of seeing you in action at Speaker's Corner during my London visit in August. Okay, Fol Shepherd, cool, cool. Sarah, why do you think a majority of rape and grooming victims happen to be white girls? I don't know. Maybe because they think white girls are easier. I don't know. Just can't escape to Nigeria, but stuff next year. Why DNA companies couldn't show up in Africa? What do you think of the Indian caste system? Do you know about it? Yeah, yeah, I know about the Indian caste system. It's ridiculous. It's brought in by the Aryans that infiltrated that land at a certain point in time. It's nonsense. Like the darker you are, like this is why I said to black people, the darker you are, the more you're treated badly, and that happens globally. You see. So yeah, in the Indian caste system, you have the people called the Dravidians or the Untouchables, which are like really dark people from over there that are like really looked down upon. So yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Sarah Garvey, who was your favorite grime artist? Not who was, who is. I've got to do a top 5. I think number 1 is Ghetts. Number 1 would have to be Ghetts. Number 2 would have to be Kano or Wiley, Izzy Rascal, Chip. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Which country? Which country or nationality or race ideology has the most racism? I don't know what has the most racism. I'm not into the percentages, so I don't know. Wretch 32 isn't really grime. You see, Frank W. He's not. He's more rap, not really grime. Sarah, Busy Signal, all the way. Okay, fair enough. Busy Signal's not too bad. Grime, I just don't get it. Hip hop, cool. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he was in the movement, Frank W. He was, but you could see he wasn't like the same. He wasn't on the same flow, and he's not. He's part of the movement. I'm talking about Retry too, but yeah, he's more hip hop for me. Ghetts had to be there. Got to be Kano. Number 2, Dizzy had to be there. I'd put Devlin in there. Okay. Anyway, we're talking about grime now. I'm gonna roll off here soon. What was I saying earlier on? Yeah, I was watching Candace Owens, and I was watching Jordan Peterson. You guys need to put me onto some other people who have opinions. Sorry, your absence from Speaker's Corner is great for everyone. I guess so. Everyone can start fighting amongst themselves like the savages that they are, I guess. William Lancelot. Sarah, have you ever been a social activist? Have you ever invented anything? No, I haven't invented anything. And I haven't been so much as a social activist, no. Sarah kicked ass at Speaker's Corner. Do you think about many resigning from their roles in the Conservative Party? We said to that. We spoke about that earlier. Aside from Islam, and we all know it's Islam, what other reasons has led to the downfall of Speaker's Corner? What led to the downfall of Speaker's Corner? I can't put my finger on it, except for people not wanting to, hear other people's opinions and getting like really triggered by it, if I'm totally honest. Why don't you return to Speaker's Corner on a matting and get some negative views on your name? No, thanks. I'm all right. It's hard to find an answer other than Islam. It's true. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just those people. So basically, yeah, it is. That's my own experience. Like, that's literally my own experience. So I wasn't being hounded by Christians. I wasn't being hounded by atheists. I wasn't being hounded by Jews or Zionists or Hindus or Sikhs or African spiritualists. I was being like, my general opinion is that the ideology of Islam is not about cooperation or assimilation. It's about domination. So at some point, they might be cool with you for a certain amount of time, but at some point they're going to try and assert their dominance. So, it's really like that. Did you ever wish to be born in a different timeline? I could have been born, right? No, I don't actually. I think now's the time I was supposed to be born in, and I'm reaping the benefits of being born in this time. Will you visit Speaker's Corner again, Sarah Russell McIntosh? It's not in my plans. I haven't been tracking the Ebola outbreak, if I'm totally honest. Big up the pagans. Next year, you go to West Africa. Probably Ivory Coast, probably Ghana, maybe Nigeria. Sorry, I just bought her. He didn't blow from Speaker's Corner. He was trying to blow. What are you talking about, man? Like, you guys, when's your next interview with a Doink? I'm doing my talk show with a Doink. I'm also doing a documentary. So, yeah, that's happening in the next month or two. Gang made Speaker's Corner worse. They could be included under Islam, maybe. All the lowest caste people in India are all dark-skinned. Indians are very racist. I'm Indian myself. It's toxic anti-blackness. Well, I guess there you have it, from the horse's mouth. Yeah, your talk show was good, mate. Yeah, well, this time it's myself, Big Bro. Myself and Big Bro are both on the talk show. There's four of us. So yeah, we're going in with this talk show now. No holds barred. Speaker's Corner is dead. They have killed it. Stick to your great interviews. Thank you, Jimmy Burke. You should watch Jordan Peterson's multi-part YouTube lecture. On what channel is this talk show? On my channel, man. I'm building my brand, man. What's with the gang? What's with the alliance with Gang of Muslims? You're gonna have to ask them. You're gonna have to ask them. You're gonna have to ask them. I'm shooting a talk show myself, man. Me and a Doink. What kind of work do you do that you pay for such a fat ass car? Well, I'm a street thug, as I was told earlier on in this chat. So I rob people, I sell drugs, and I generally do all manner of illegal behaviors, I guess. So yeah. Are you taking drugs, Sir Lancelot? Of course, I get high on my own supply, man. Like heroin, crack, cocaine, weed, PCP, speed. Name it, I'm on it. Right now, as a matter of fact. Right now. Sarah, should we deport all Pakis? Says Tetrascope. Well, first of all, that sounds slightly racist. Second of all, no, I don't think you should deport all Pakis. You look off your head. Yeah, I'm off my head, man. The hair's off my head, but I'm not off my head. People will always hate your intelligence scares them. I think it does, Gail Henshaw, especially when it comes to Islam, and especially when it comes to me being black. Also, people are actually a little bit scared of black intelligence, if I'm totally honest. In my personal opinion, black people generally aren't seen as intelligent. They're seen as people who are cool and who who are good at sports or good at all these other things, but intelligence is not really coupled with black people. Hopefully I can change that, and we'll see what the future brings. Do you know what I mean? Can I hire you from certain league? No, I'm not for hire, man. I'm not for hire. Miss KK just dropped into the chat. Why do the likes of Rasper and Jedi get sent again? Call my brother. Uncle Tom is fuckery. I don't know. It needs to be changed. Check out Christopher Hitchens on Islam. What up? What up? Says Miss KK. Total demolition. Detroscope. Okay. All of this quote unquote talk about, Pakis and all this kind of stuff, mate. You might want to take that elsewhere. You know what I mean? You might want to take that elsewhere. Black people look up to white people too much. Bash on the white man's version of Christianity and leave their own queens to have a white man as a father-in-law. No wonder black people don't get far. Says Rajput King. Okay. Sarah, what do you want to do with all Muslims in the UK? What would I do with all the Muslims in the UK? I'd take a survey. I'd take a survey and see what they want, and then I'd decide from there. People fail to recognize the high number of Black intellectuals these days. It's true. Sarah, Callum, big bro, you always impress me. Learned so much from you guys. Well, you're gonna get us all on one show. You're gonna get us all on one show. So you guys will tune in when we film it. Yeah, Sarah for president. Thank you, Miss KK. But they'd probably take me out, man. They'd probably try and take me out if I was president. Do you think there will ever be world peace, says Frank W? Boy, I can't see it right now. I'm not saying there will never be. I'll never say never. But we'll have to wait and see. What do you want to do with all Black people in the UK? I would have to take a survey. The survey says war is too lucrative. They couldn't handle your intelligence, Speaker's Corner. No, Callum, says Jimmy Burke. I agree. Oh my God. Will there ever be peace in Britain? We'll have to see. Sarah, would you close the border to Muslims to increase it for Christian? I'm not invested in either Christianity or Islam, so no. People say religion is a whole bad thing, to be honest, but I only see the problem coming from Abraham religions. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any African spiritualist suicide bombers, in sleeper cells and shit. I don't know that the Native American shamans are like planning the next terror attack. I don't know that the Hindus are sitting around like plotting and scheming on how to blow up a next bus. So yeah, well, it might just be these Abrahamic religions, if I'm totally honest with you. Why are you a pagan? Because pagans understand nature, and I am nature, and so are you. So the first sign of intelligence is not to say that you're intelligent. No, but a sign of intelligence is actually analyzing the landscape and realizing that a lot of the people that you're speaking to are not making sense logically. So, yeah. I don't know why kind of focuses on religion. It's all subjective. No right or wrong religion. It's just all opinion. I agree. I was wanting to be a druid growing up. Okay. Oh, God. So do you watch Thomas Sheridan? I don't know Thomas Sheridan. Jimmy Burke. First suicide bomber was a Hindu. Okay, cool. What do you make of the phrase "Black people act like monkeys when in packs"? Oh gosh, William Lancelot. JFK. So where'd you get that hoodie from? The shop. Check him out on YouTube. Okay. This guy's a fucking wanker. I said Paul Shepherd. What do you think of the Scientology, Church of Scientology? Boy, just another subjective, follow. I will call it a cult, but then I will call most religions a cult. It's crazy when you try and leave. They're trying to like really mess up your life and all this kind of stuff. I ain't got time for Scientology, man. Are you familiar with the Willie Lynch letter? I am indeed familiar with the Willie Lynch letter, and I think it's very relevant today. I'm totally honest with you. I think it's very relevant today. We all turn into savages regardless of color. Are you a black nationalist? I am D7. Against their own people, Tetrascope. Darky Day. I actually know a guy who did a documentary on Darky Day. Gollywog and Dark Friends. Darky Day is a day where I think is it people in Cornwall, Isle of Wight somewhere, dress up as gollywogs and like parade themselves around the city, like paint blackface and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, really? Okay. Um, what do you think about intelligent people who are following a religion? I'd have to speak to them. I'd have to speak to them. What's your idea of African Americans are the actual Native Americans? Said this first. NYC. Just ask them to do a DNA test, man. You know? Sarah, do you agree with ethno states? What's an ethno state? Like a state just for a certain ethnicity? Um, okay, my bad. Thanks, though. Yeah, okay. States for certain ethnicities. Um, for what? I would ask for what reason? Like, what's the goal? Like, I would ask. I'm trying to ask, like, what is the goal of that? Like, because I need to see the manifesto for the reason why you want an ethno state, and I want to know, what your plan is. Because I'm not saying because really and truly, we have many ethno states all over the world. You know, where people just are quite insular with their own ethnicity, with their own community, and they only stay amongst them. So around the world, we kind of have many ethno states. So I'm trying to understand like what is the reasoning for having a large ethno state? To preserve the race. Um, is that the only motivation? Then I would think that ethno states, if to preserve if the goal is to preserve your race, then I think ethno state would be more of a European invention or a European model because other peoples don't necessarily need to protect their race, protect their genetics, because um, European genetics are the minority on the planet. When you look at the planet, like European genetics make up about 8 to 9% of the planet's genetics. Everyone else is quote unquote of color. So ethno state would sound like a European invention. Just my personal view. Um, Japan is an ethno state, and they're doing good. Just hope they have more babies. Yeah, they have like a yeah. Japan is kind of an ethno state, isn't it? Really? Is it bad? I don't know. They go out onto the world stage and they trade with everybody else. They're not planning a war on other people. They're not planning to hate other people. I don't know. Like I don't know if that I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. I just want to know what is the motivation for an ethno state. If yeah, right. So ethno state, some Evox evangelist said you don't let anybody else in. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with not letting anybody else in. If you run your quote unquote state or you run your country, whatever it is, other people should be allowed in. A certain percentage of people should be allowed in. I think, my personal view, I think a certain percentage of people should be allowed to live there so you can get to know and not be too ignorant about how the rest of the world works and how other people view the world. Because then I guess if you're constantly around your own, you may get a little bit ignorant about how other people are. Maybe. Man Bear Pig, big up Sarah from a Scottish born black brother. How you doing? Miss Southeast, glad your career's doing picking up me doing so well. Thank you, Miss Southeast. Um, Crime low in Japan. It's true. Suicide rates are high. It's very true. I hear suicide rates in Japan. I hear there's a certain bridge in Japan that they just go to just commit suicide. I was watching a documentary on that like a few months ago. It's interesting. It's interesting. Anyway, fam, I think I'm gonna roll out. I've got stuff to do. Got to tidy up this house. And all of that good stuff. Did you make sense when you said on one of your lives that you is a free thinker, but your lifestyle is not matching with the definition of free thinker? What do you mean, truth speaker? Do you believe in the out of Africa theory? It's not a theory. Everyone's genetics have got African DNA in it. Check yours, I am Friedman. Just check yours. And is run by the mafia. Okay. Low birth rates are linked with the sexual revolution. Okay. Do you care about other people's when they don't care about you? Should you care about other people's when they don't care about you? Oh, it's like this. Respect is earned. When someone says they don't care about me, like I care about human beings in general. Like I don't want to see somebody's child get, molested or killed or whatever. It doesn't matter who they are. So I care on that level. Like I care. I can see humanity in everyone. Like I've got children. Like I don't want anyone's children getting, hurt, stuff like that. If they say they don't care about, if they actively say I don't care about you, or they act like they don't, I'm like, all right, fuck you then. It's like, well, fuck you then. White people think people of color. What? Oh, I think it got taken away. Create separate ethno states, being multi-ethno states for those who want to mix. If I prove that Africa out of Africa, if you prove it, I am freedom. The out of Africa theory is debunked. Will you believe it? How are you? Are you a scientist? Are you gonna prove it? Are you gonna take me to the lab? Is that what's gonna happen? Like, what's going on here? I like when people say this stuff, like they're in the lab doing the tests themselves. You know what I mean? You will take me to the lab, yeah? All right, cool. I don't believe you, but okay, cool. So, I can't read. Chicken wings are cool. If Sarah can't read, how come I could read that? What do you think of making a murderer? I haven't started it. Oh, gotta put you on mute, fam. Sorry, fam. You can lip read to Heron's World War. That's why I covered my mouth, mate. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking stupid out here, mate. I wasn't born in a fucking barn, me. Anyway, why Muslim speakers corner so obsessed with me? Because I'm their god, man. I'm joking. They'll be like, oh, stuck for Allah. Have a bloody baby about it. I don't know. They're just obsessed because I critiqued their religion and made them look stupid, I guess. I said I was going, didn't I? I did say I was going. Sarah, you're in Muslim's head. Yes, and yes, William Lancelot, because you're one. Okay, and I'm here in yours. Are you the next black man in Star Wars? Yeah, I'm looking like a Jedi right now. What do you think of Khabib challenging Floyd Mayweather? if it happens, just boxing, Floyd Mayweather will win. Saying, what are you saying here? Someone who forms their own opinions and beliefs, especially about religion and politics, rather than just accepting what is officially commonly believed and thought. That's what I think I was doing. But hey, I'm forming my own opinions. I think we should all form our own opinions based on the information that we see and the information that is at our disposal. Why is Respect after you? Watch out. If you say so. He's after me. I don't know. I think he's got bigger problems than me, mate. Sorry, you can talk the talk when shits get real. You're a coward. William Lancelot, have you noticed that you've been here for an hour and 10 minutes talking shit? Like, doesn't that say anything? Doesn't that say anything about who you are as a person? To yourself. I'm just saying. Like, people talk shit. You know what I mean? I might talk shit for like 2 minutes to someone, but for an hour and 10 minutes? You're a sad individual, bro. You're a sad individual, bro. Cushy Cosmetics. What YouTube channels can you recommend who talk intelligently about kinetic info? I say go back to the originators. Go back to Dr. Ben. Go back to John Henrik Clarke. Go back to Asa Hilliard. Asa Hilliard, Dr. Clarke, Dr. Ben, Ashraf Kwesi. Go back to the greats. Because you're a puppy of the white man, Sarah, says Rajput King. Okay, man. If you say so, man. If you believe that, then fine. Are you related to Marcus Garvey? Because I'm not actually related to Marcus Garvey. To my knowledge, he's Jamaican, am I? Family of Jamaican. It could be. I don't know, but not that I know of. Not that I know of. William Lancelot has no friends, Sarah. It seems so. It seems so. Go marry your cousin if you haven't already. Oh gosh, you guys are savages. Savages, as Steve would like to say. That's funny. How does God give you wisdom? I'm guessing that's wisdom. I don't know. Ex-pagan exists before you. So repent, says Ezra. Ezra came in with the repent, you know. No thanks, Ezra. I prefer to dissent than repent. Sarah Garvey does look like a lot of white people like you, though. The ethno-state types, probably because you talk about Muslims. People like me. There's nothing I can do about that. The facts are the facts. I keep telling people, you can get facts from everywhere. Doesn't matter where you get the fact. You can get the fact from a 5-year-old child. You can get the facts from someone who's black, white, Indian, Hindu, Chinese, whatever. Facts are facts, and facts speak to people's hearts. So if I speak a fact and somebody who wants an ethno-state says, yeah, I agree with that, what am I supposed to do about that? It's a fact. I keep telling people, it's like, if Hitler said to you tomorrow, if Hitler was alive, the sky is blue, what are you going to say? Fuck you, Hitler. Ah! Well, it's a factual statement. You can actually get facts from everywhere. Okay, so if you are an emotionally led individual, you will allow your hate or dislike for people to actually get in the way of you absorbing facts. And I don't like to do that. I like to absorb facts from everywhere. That's just how I do. What are we saying now? Looks like a little white. Okay. Sarah is a fake black guy like Callum. Tan will be racist to him. He won't say shit. He's talking about Tan, you know. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I like anyone that speaks truth, says Hopsky. There you go. Miss Southeast, I am white and respect Sarah because he's respectable, carries himself well, and is polite and intelligent. There you go. There you go. Fuck Hitler, my family fought that demonic bastard. Like I said, I'm not saying Hitler was a good person. However, you can get my point that I was making is that you can get facts from everywhere. Just love the facts. Just filter out Sarah, and it's good to go. Exactly. You can filter me out. If you get facts from me, yeah, so be it. You don't have to like me. Did Abdul Hamid shook you up? Okay, mate. Sarah, where's Gary? Gary is working, man. Gary's away working, living life. He's living his best life. Polite and intelligent. Why do you white people always emphasize that for black people? Says scoring 57. What do you think of white sex tourists raping kids in Asia? Is that even a question? Disgusted. Like, why would I? What do you mean? Seem really particular on black people being polite. Sorry, your views on HIV. I've already said it. How's your new documentary going? It's going good, man. It's supposed to be shooting again this weekend. I think there's at least 4 more shoot dates for the documentary. But in between that time, like I said, we're gonna shoot the talk show, get it out there, give you guys some good content. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sarah, the right winger don't like you that after we gone, you're next, mate. You need to wise up. Says William Lancelot. When you say after we're gone, I'm guessing you're a Muslim. And if you're a Muslim, William Lancelot, it shows me a lot what's going on in your brain that if you are Muslim, you have to assume a name of a man called William Lancelot and come on somebody's live stream and talk absolute shit. Go get a life, mate. Go put on some porn or something and like have a wank, mate, or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I've been here for a while. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go and try and do something productive that doesn't involve selling drugs and robbing people on the street. So I shall see you all in a minnow, you know. See you when I see you. Peace, family. Peace.